This week's episode is brought to you by City Distilling. Distilled from 100% corn and gluten-free, City Street Vodka is the perfect complement to your favorite martini or cocktail. You belong to the city. For more information, visit citydistilling.com or stop by City Distilling at 7600 State Road in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I bottomed the other day.
Ew.
Why is that ew?
And
It was weird.
you don't like it yet?
I was wasted. I was wasted.
So you chose to bottom?
I don't think I chose to have sex in general, but
Oh.
I wasn't raped. I'm not saying I was raped or
Oh,
anything.
I was like, I was nervous for you.
But I wasn't it wasn't me initiating it. It wasn't me
Yeah.
going for it.
Are
or
they a
anything.
top?
No.
Interesting.
It was everything. Anything that you can think of occurred. It was everything. But
Did you get in the swing?
no, I haven't even put the swing up. That's a whole thing. When I first got the thing, I was like, I wish Ryan's brother would put this up for me.
I'm like, Dennis. Wait, is that one over the door ones? It's from a beam?
Yeah. It's
What are you going to create, a sex dungeon?
no, I'm just going to put it in the corner in my bedroom.
You're just going to have a sex swing just hanging at all times.
Well, I can I can unhook it. It's
So
just,
the mount will be there.
right.
And I'm like, that's tacky.
Right. When
You're giving people a tour. You're like, that's my sex swing. That's my fight guest.
yeah, well, that would be fun. I would
I
absolutely.
mean, for
keep that
suitors,
up.
yes, but your friends and family don't need to see that.
Maybe not family, but my family has all taken tours of my house. It's not they're let me take them on a tour. Let me take them on a new tour.
Anything
you
new?
You want to see the new addition to my bedroom?
I mean, now they're going to hear about it, but they don't need to see it.
But yeah, when I have people house sit, I'm gonna take it down. I'm not gonna leave.
Why?
It
It is who you are. Why do you have to hide it?
It's not hiding it. Clearly they're gonna listen to the podcast. It's not hiding it.
You also don't want it to get dusty, and you're banging somebody, and dust bunnies falling into your mouth. So
That
I
sounds
get
disgusting.
it. Yeah, you like that? That's true. Leave it down.
Actually,
My brother can do it. You know he will.
so I was just thinking, I started visualizing things. And
Ask him on here so you know he's listening.
I'm if I put it on, because I initially said in the corner, there's not a lot of movement there.
Yeah.
You'll kind of hit the wall.
Well, no, isn't the intention
So-
with a swing to pull them into you, not just fuck them into oblivion so their head hits the wall?
Well, yeah, but pull them in and then what? Push them back.
No, you just keep pulling them. So you want to have enough room.
So I
for
have
them.
to pull back and then pull them towards me.
I mean, the one time I was in one, that's all they did was kind of pull me into it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, but this was also in this giant, creepy red room with candles.
God.
Right over here in Bristol, where we're recording. It was wild. So no, I don't think, you don't need a lot of room.
Okay.
But, I always worry, God forbid it rips out the wall. Is there a pillow under me? Is there, a bed?
No, but
Am
you're
I
not
just-
that far off. and
You're a
it-
good 4 feet off the ground. No, you're not, because how would your dick get
No,
inside that?
Exactly. You're not that far off the ground. You're maybe 2 feet off the ground.
What are you, fucking a midget? You're more than 2 feet off the ground. Andrew.
I'm only 5'10", so cut that in half. My
No.
bottom half is shorter than my top half.
Stand up.
What?
It's a good 3 feet.
Right, maybe 3
4.
feet. 2.5 feet.
1, 2. Yeah.
Right, it's not that high.
All right.
Anyway.
Back to bottoming.
What were we talking about just then?
I asked if you bottomed in your swing.
No, before. I don't know. Whatever. So yeah.
So tell
I
me more
bottomed.
about your rape experience.
I wasn't raped.
I'm kidding. We're not making fun of rape either.
No. I was just out, and then went back to my house with the guy, and just happened.
So you're having casual sex.
I'm not. No, that was the first time I've had sex in 6 months.
Oh. Girl, good for you. At least you got some. And you That's weird that you bottomed the first time.
Well, I was also wasted and
Yeah.
couldn't keep a heart on either.
I mean, that's the only time that you would bottom. With me too, is if you're wasted or I took advantage of you in your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say?
But it was fun, but it was awkward afterward.
Why?
I
You
don't
didn't
know.
cuddle?
What?
You didn't cuddle?
No.
Did they just leave?
I drove him home.
You drove him home drunk?
Well, I mean, that was a good, hour or so. I sobered up a little bit.
Got it.
Um,
Did you meet him in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Ew.
but, yeah.
While we're on the topic of bottoming, you know what's really funny to me when it comes to bottoming? Is there's so many married men or men that are recently gay or straight men on the app. Like, this is Grindr, obviously.
Mhm.
That have been on the apps that are like, I want to bottom.
Yeah.
Like, you're newly gay and that's where you want to go right away. You want to get your hole destroyed.
Yeah.
That's so wild to me. It's also wild to me how many bottoms are out there.
Yeah.
Where are all the tops?
Well, I mean, when you think about being gay, why is somebody gay? You know what I mean?
Because they love dick.
Okay, so that also goes with having dick in your ass.
And your mouth and in your hands.
Right. I don't like dick in my mouth or my ass. So so maybe I'm not gay.
I've said that for years, you're not gay. And that's why I liked you. I like straight men.
But I don't know. I think that I'm kind of an aspiring bottom.
But you're too lazy.
Oh, I'm so lazy. But I feel like that's
Wait, were you prepared?
kind of.
Did he pull out and there was a Hershey Kiss on top?
Ew, no. No, absolutely not.
That's disgusting.
No. I deep showered.
The fuck
Before
is
I
a
went
deep
out.
shower?
What do you mean? I
You
don't know.
put it in your butt? Like you put the hose in your butt?
No.
You put your finger in and swish it around and pull out turds?
I used the bidet.
I want that back, by the way.
But I had just a good shower before
Okay.
going out. And then I didn't eat. It's not like I went out to eat. I showered and then went to the neighborhood.
That's the worst part of bottoming is you have to worry about your diet. You have to always be on point. You have to make sure it's ready. So it's good for you to be a top because you're lazy.
Right.
As a bottom,
So
and I'm an aspiring top. I'm actually more versed since my last relationship. I'm very versed, actually. It's so much work. If you're a gay guy, can't you just go into a relationship knowing that you might get shit on your dick?
I mean, yeah. I think that there has to be something you're literally playing with shit. I mean, they're
You're molding it.
No.
You're
not,
la, la, la.
It's not Play-Doh.
I made a snowman.
No. But you have to accept it to a certain extent, right? I mean, there's people out there that are totally fucking against it. They're
That's what I'm saying. How can you be a gay guy and be I don't want to look at it, I can't smell it?
I mean, I don't want to look at it or smell it either. But if it happens,
comes with the territory.
It does. It comes with the territory. But if it happens, I'm not going to be oh my God, you are the most disgusting person I've ever met. Don't ever come near me again. There's a little bit of an expectation to it. If it happens, it happens. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Quite literally. But I don't want it to happen. If I start smelling shit and we're having sex, that's a turnoff. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not going to continue. That's, you know what I mean? But
You just pat them on the back. You're thank you anyway. And then you pull out and now you then what? Now you got to go shower.
Right.
If it's dirty to a degree, it really is gross. But
right.
That's why diet is important.
Right.
Lots of fiber.
They have so many things now. Bottoms can take these pills.
It's called Take Two. I have those.
Pure. There's a couple different
I have the
ones.
black bottle, Pure. And then there's Colon Broom, which I've most recently used. I call it my butt juice because I chug it. And everything comes out with one clean pinch.
So I've seen a lot of advertisements for them, but it's always women doing it, and they're talking about and they're talking about it weight loss. I haven't seen an advertisement.
Is that why I have titties? No, I'm just kidding. No, it really, there's a man in it too. He's drinking like the strawberry flavored, whatever. I mean, he's definitely a bottom. He's drinking Colin Broom.
I've seen a lot of ads for the Pure, and like Pure's now available.
That's a gay one, right? That's like meant for gay guys.
I think
Pure and Take Two are meant for gays. Because like Take Two is like
Pure. If you want to sponsor us,
or Take Two, I love the Take Two. I really genuinely, me and my ex always used to take it because we would flip flop. It was so nice.
Yeah,
and it has like cinnamon and aloe to like help with the colon health and all kind of scent and all. Like Take Two, try it. I'll send you a bottle.
Okay.
From Amazon
so
for your next adventure. So you're ready.
But how do I prepare?
Just put away your swing in the closet. You think you're ever going to bottom in your swing? You're going to have to. You have to test it out.
Yeah, I think so.
You have to put yourself in a position you're expecting all your suitors to be in.
It's weird because like I think like sex for me is more mental than anything else. It really is. Like,
could it be mental. Though?
I don't like. Yes, I think to a certain extent, yeah. Like, you know, it's about the connection with the person. It's about like more than just fucking a dick in an ass.
That's making love. Sex is sex.
No.
Making love is where the connection and the thought and the passion comes from. No? You think making love should be more like just bing, bang, boom?
No, I don't think that either. But I think making love is a lot more intense. Like, it's more sensual. It's more like holding and caressing. And
that sounds boring. I'm like, get off me. Just fuck me.
Well, I mean, to an extent, yeah. But like, I don't know. Like,
so you're just sitting there in a warm embrace, and you're like, "We're making love." No,
but like, it's more than just a quick fuck. Like, it's like, I don't know.
So, what did you have the other day when you bottomed? What would you consider that?
A drunken mess.
Okay. So, but there are levels to like sex and love and all that, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So that was just like,
but like I can't just pick up an app and be like, all right, let's fuck. Like, I can't just meet somebody and just fuck.
You can't pick up and just get a blowjob though. Though, what the hell is that?
I don't know. I think it depends on how horny I am too. Like, if I get to a certain extent, like I just want to blow.
Like, all bets are off.
But no, like I need to like get to know the person a little bit. Like, I need to, like, I don't know, like, there has to be an energy exchange, a trust, a communication. Like, I'm not just gonna just pick up and fuck somebody. Like, I'm not. Like, that's not gonna happen.
There are a lot of people that can do that. I don't get that either. I'm like, can we at least text a few times? Also, so you're not you've never really been on the gay app, so you don't kind of get it. But why do people want to see your hole?
Oh, I like.
You want to see pictures of them?
Mm-hmm.
So you expect every bottom that you're talking to have a picture of their hole?
I mean, I don't necessarily expect it, but I also don't want to be like super fucking surprised. Like if we go to have sex and like and I'm like, whoa, like if it's like a gaping fucking hole or something, like.
How do you know they didn't Photoshop it?
I mean, you don't know anything. You don't. I'm also the type of person, like, once I'm committed, it's like, how do I backtrack here? Like, so like, if you like come over and like, we're about to have sex and like, your stuff is ugly.
What do you do?
I mean, I don't just have casual sex, so I haven't been put in that position. But actually, no, I was in that position a very long time ago. I met this guy on an app, and like we were talking for a little bit, and he came over and we hung out at my apartment.
Why didn't you ask for a whole picture?
This was like the time where you didn't even have like a camera phone. Like,
all of our phones always had a camera, didn't they? No, my Nextel didn't.
No, I don't think so.
When did phones start? Whatever, go ahead.
But so he came over, like we were hanging out, we were watching TV. I think I cooked food, like. Whatever, like we were laying there, we were cuddling, and then we went to have sex, and he had a micro penis. And like, penis is like I don't even care about the penis because that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But like, it was just a total fucking turnoff. And I don't think that it was a turnoff because of it. I think it was a turnoff because I was surprised by it.
So then you were automatically taken out of your like
Yes.
story you've created and built through that dinner and that whatever, the cuddling.
Yeah.
Got it. So it took you right out of your mental sex state.
Yes.
Got it.
And then, like, I still tried to have sex with him. It didn't go well. And then I think we like cuddled for
Did he know why, do you
a little
think?
bit.
Do you think you
Probably.
made him insecure?
Yes, absolutely. And like that sucked. Like I would never want to do that
Yeah,
to somebody. Like I
absolutely.
don't want somebody to be insecure. But and then I don't think I ever talked to him again.
So now he's just really insecure because he's ghosted it. He's still waiting.
But like he never talked to me again either.
Yeah.
So like maybe he was turned off because I
So if
couldn't fuck him.
you
Like,
if you knew he had a micro penis going into it, you might have been okay with it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know about then, but now I would.
If
Like-
he wanted to top, if a guy wants to top you with a micro penis, would you let him?
Absolutely. That's the best thing.
You're like, fuck me in my mouth. Fuck me anywhere you want. I mean, yeah, you don't have to worry about anything at that point.
Right, exactly. Sure.
You'll still feel something, I'm sure.
I mean,
Remorse. I'm kidding.
secondhand embarrassment.
You're like, you good? Is it in? No. Oh, shout out to the guy.
Oh,
with
that
the
feels
small
so
dicks.
good. Oh, that feels so
He's
good.
like, I'm not in yet.
Are you
That's
sure?
a shame. Oh.
I don't.
What would you do if you had a micro penis?
If I had a micro penis?
Yeah.
I don't know. live
Because,
my
like,
life
neither of
to
us
see.
have huge dicks, so, like,
Oh, okay. Just like throw, just like throw me out there like that. Like,
sorry, boys. I don't need a small dick or a big dick. I'm a bottom. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, what would you do, honestly? Like, you just gotta rock what you got. Like, it is
Right.
what it is.
exactly.
And that's why I don't think people should have embarrassment about it.
I mean, they absolutely shouldn't. Like, there's no reason to be embarrassed by it. Like,
I would still suck it. I would still do something with it. If it goes up, it can go off.
I mean, I watch that porn sometimes.
Like micro penis porn?
Yeah.
For what? Like, what's the purpose?
Listen,
What's the story? What's the story in the porn?
listen. I don't like if you can think of it, I've watched it. Like, I've literally like seen it all, like in different thoughts and mindsets and whatever. Like that turns me on in the moment, and that's what I'm like. I'm like, all right. So I've watched this type of porn, this type of porn, this type of porn recently. Let's switch it up.
What
I want to
haven't
watch.
I done?
Absolutely, I really legitimately do that, and I'm like, all right, well, let's try this type this time. Like,
But they
let's-
all have storylines? Like, do you like search micro penis with a storyline? Like, what is one search to create? I mean, I guess all porn has a storyline, or they're trying to.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, sometimes it's literally just like jerk off videos. Like it's people just masturbating, and like that's fine.
See, I don't like a story. I like sound.
I mean, I like sound.
I like noises.
Yeah.
I want to hear like slapping and moaning and grunting and like when I was younger, I used to have this like Sports Illustrated like squirting video. I had no idea what that was, but this one guy in it was hot as fuck, and he would grunt that every time he beat this girl up, and she would squirt, and I'd be like, I would try to be done before she started squirting. Like, it was just, I don't care about her, but this man was like beefy and beautiful and muscular and hairy, and he was just like grunting as he went to town as he was. I was like trying to get myself off. I was like, oh, to be a kid again. That'd be good.
I love squirting.
Like women?
Like love.
That's
Like-
interesting.
Like
Again,
so
you're
much.
not gay. Have you recently had sex with a woman?
No.
Would you?
I would, yeah.
I really am more into it lately too.
So,
What if we're gonna go backwards? We're both gonna be straight by the end of this podcast.
I mean, I definitely don't think you're going to be at all. Definitely.
Why?
not. Because you're not.
I love a good pussy.
You
I'm
love-
kidding. That's disgusting.
Like, are you? I mean, are you going to get pegged all the time? Like,
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, okay, fine. Then.
That doesn't.
Then-
Does that make me straight though? No, right? So if I'm with a female and I'm getting pegged, am I in a straight relationship?
Yeah.
Because there is one girl that is dying to peg me. Like, I'm not even being funny. We joke about it all the time.
So do it.
No.
Why
I
don't you
can't.
want to do it?
I can't tell you at the moment.
Okay. So I'm so caught off guard here. Okay. So no, I consider myself to be pansexual. I have always been the type that it's more about the connection and the relationship with the person. I have mostly dated men, but I like prior to like coming out, like I had dated women. I've dated drag queens who have transitioned. I've been very curious.
So they started as a drag queen and now they have transitioned to a woman.
Yes.
Got it.
I have been very curious about female to male. I think that that's very sexy. Like I am totally open to different things. I would totally date a woman. I think that it's so like it's like frowned upon from a straight woman that it's like it's difficult. So I'm really curious about FTM, female to male. Yeah, I find that very sexy. I like, especially like it's masculine energy, but like they still have a vagina. So I think that like I would totally do that.
Do you think you'll have the opportunity to do that?
I mean, I've been given many opportunities to do that.
Then why haven't you? If it's so sexy.
A,
Are you just trying to be all inclusive and like just sound so great and like perfect?
no, not at all. A, because I said before, like I need a connection first before the whole sex piece. And like it's building that connection and getting up to it, and it just hasn't ever gotten far enough for that to occur. And B, just I mean, I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I'm like afraid of sex. Like
You're afraid of it?
Yeah, I get like super intimidated by sex. Like
Why?
I don't know. Like I'm good when I'm comfortable with somebody. Like when I'm like in a relationship and I'm comfortable, like the sex is fucking fantastic. Like no issues.
Are you afraid you're not going to perform like initially out the gate?
Yeah. Like
Is that what
living
happened
up.
with us in the beginning?
Yeah, that was happening at all the beginning of my relationships. Like
Why haven't you gotten over it then? If you realize like these last couple people you've been with, once you get there, you're golden.
I don't know.
To the next
Fear
person, you should just be like, bam.
Fear of disappointment, like living up to expectations.
Yours or
like,
theirs? Are you creating this own expectation in your head that you're psyching yourself out?
No, well, I mean, I'm creating their expectation in my head, yes, but it's more about their expectation. Like, I want to live up to their expectation. Like,
they just met you. Are you talking about the expectation? Are you like saying, I'm going to blow that hole out? Like, what are you saying to them? They shouldn't have an expectation other than, oh my God, I hope it's good. They shouldn't have an expectation.
That's an expectation.
It is, but like, it shouldn't be something that psychs you out. I hope that's good.
Well, it does.
You're probably saying, I hope their asshole's clean and their ass is good, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't psych you out enough?
No. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. That's all I know is I don't know.
Sex is not a scary thing.
It's not. But like, I don't know. And like, I feel like when you're first getting to know somebody too, like you're not as open about like what
all your kinks.
Right. Yeah. You're not open about like what turns you on. You're not open about like
why not? Why are we not?
I don't know. I am.
So am I.
I totally am. But I feel like sometimes people aren't. And it's just like and then like when you start having sex with somebody for long enough and you get comfortable enough with them, you know what they like. So you're able to do certain things, certain maneuvers, touch certain areas, whatever the case may be, which heightens the experience.
Yeah.
Like, I love when the guy's fucking moaning in my ear. Like, but how do you make him moan? You have to know.
You gotta lean forward and so you can hear
it. But no, like you have to know what his turn-ons are.
Yeah.
Like what's going to put him to that edge. Like, you know, I'm also a pleaser. I'm a lazy pleaser, but I'm a pleaser.
Like if I can lay here and just thrust This is gonna be
But,
good
like,
for you.
like, I would much rather my bottom come before. Like, I'd much rather them come first. Like, that turns me on. Like, I can make you come. Like, that, like, is sexy.
I'm sure. I feel all of you feel that way.
No. I think maybe a vast majority, but I don't think everyone does. I think a lot of people are very selfish, and they're just like, I just want to come dump. Like, I just
No,
want to dump and go.
I need them to get off first. So that's where my battle with a top that wants me to come first is, because if I come first, you're not coming.
So
it's game over.
If I am bottoming and I come first, you're not staying inside of me.
Exactly.
Like, I will help you come.
Maybe I'm a top.
Like, you can come on me, but you're not coming in me at that point, because
you're not going to be in me, because like I'm done feeling that type of pleasure. Like I just no thank you.
Correct.
Let's high five and finish a different way.
Correct.
Like you said, I'll make sure you complete, but get out.
Right.
All right. So maybe I'm a top then.
No, that's not what that means at all. That's not how that works.
I got good at it though, topping. I got really good at it.
Great.
I still don't want to do it that often, but because I think I have insecurities about it. I'm like, am I doing this right? Because I'm not practiced enough.
Right.
But it's fun. It's more fun than just being strictly a bottom.
But like, everybody likes something different. Like, I was talking to this kid the other day, and he was like, I really like it slow. Like, I want you to take it slow. Like, I like that.
The whole time?
Yes.
Ew.
Yes.
No, in the beginning, yeah, because you don't want to rip.
But like, some people, like, everybody likes something different. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do, like, and you don't know, it's like trial and error. And then it's like, and like some things, like, I think that I like it a certain way, and then I try something different, and I'm like, fuck,
that's
like, that was even better.
Yeah.
That was the best fucking sex I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like, different positions. And then, like, it's also dependent on other things. Like, people's assholes go in different directions. People's dicks go in different directions. So, like, you might like missionary normally, but this guy's got a big curve, and you need to be doggy style, or else it's going to fucking tear you up.
That sounds wonderful.
To be torn up.
I'm like, what's going to hurt the most? Put me in that position.
But like, seriously, like, everybody's different. Like, the way that it happens is different, and you don't know until you try it. But like, but sometimes you might start trying it and you're like, ow, that fucking hurts, and then you like lose concentration, and then like.
So do you communicate with your partner when you're having sex? Like,
no.
Something you don't see? That in my last relationship, we would literally be like, no thank you. No thank you. And we would like switch, like that's key to communicate.
Yeah.
Maybe not do it as nonchalantly, because like we laughed a lot in bed too, and we would just have fun. But you have to communicate. You have to talk to that person. Like, this is what
you do. You definitely do.
So then that's where your concentration breaks, because you did something that you or them didn't like. They said ow, or you didn't. I don't know. You just have to communicate. So why not communicate? So you have a better experience for yourself, because you're the one building that story. You build that story, and the story doesn't involve hurting them. Now you hurt them. Now your story is broken. Now you have to start that chapter over. So why aren't you learning? You're reading all these stories. I mean, you should be learning.
I am learning. I'm learning to an extent. Like, I'm doing things differently each time, and I don't fucking know.
Do you ask, what do you like?
Yes. But I also think that there's fun in the experience as well. So, like, yeah, we might be halfway through sex or whatever, and like, lose it, and like, whatever. So it's fun to build it back up. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, it doesn't have to be a like, it doesn't have to go up, climax, you're done. Yeah. It can go up and down.
No, it should be like a sound wave. It should be like la la la, like foreplay and fun, yeah.
And then, like, honestly, like, I fucking love like flip fucking, like that type of shit, like back and forth, and like stopping in between, oral in between, like all kinds of stuff. Like,
you go ass to mouth.
I mean, my dick goes ass to mouth. Somebody else's dick is not going from my ass to my mouth.
Why is that fair?
Because they like it. I'm not going to make somebody do something that they don't.
You're like, suck this shit off my dick. Yeah. That's disgusting.
No, like, do you want to taste your ass?
Oh, that's what you say. Ew. Being gay is so weird sometimes because some of the things that we say to each other is just wild. Like that. You want to taste your ass? I'd be like, no, no, thank you. What?
So when I did bottom the other day,
Did he ask you that?
Said that, and I said no thanks.
See, no thanks works. I'm telling you, my no thank you method works. I mean, did he think that was going to turn you on, or do you think he likes that as a bottom?
Yeah,
like that literally ties into you saying like everyone is like we all are so different. We're all disgusting humans essentially.
Absolutely.
A lot of people just haven't navigated that fail side of them.
Right.
Once you navigate that fail side, you live a lot freer, and you date, and your expectations of people are very different. Once you are so comfortable with yourself, your life is so different.
Yeah.
You like the conversations you have with people, you care. Like I've never cared.
Right.
So it's nice to see other people, like especially you, branching out and like coming into yourself, because I want that for everyone.
See, like, but here's the thing. Like, I agree with you. Everything that you said, I agree with. I have always been open about my sex life. I think, like, I don't care. Like, I'll tell you about it. You ask me about it, I'm going to tell you about it. Right? I've always been that way, right?
Yes, but you were never as adventurous as you're becoming.
I've become more adventurous, correct? But I've become more adventurous in relationships. I've become more adventurous with somebody that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
I'm still not going out there and having random sex in a cruising area. Yeah. I'm not, picking people up off the apps. Like, that I'm not doing. And I've actually questioned that recently. Like, do you think that I should?
I was going to say, why not?
Because it's fucking scary.
It is.
People lie. People have diseases. People have, like, all kinds of stuff. Like, it's just murderers. Like, there was somebody that was just arrested for Grindr murder.
That is why the podcast before this one I tried to launch was going to be called I Should Be Dead.
Right.
Because I've put myself in lots of precarious situations where
I don't want to do that.
But that's why you vet them. Like, you can do Grindr sketchy, period.
Yeah.
So when I'm on Grindr, you kind of vet them a little bit. You ask certain questions. You try to catch lies in their profile and ask different things. And then you kind of build a little bit of a trust with a complete fucking stranger. Right. And then you choose if you want to go suck their dick or let them fuck you, or you just jerk off in the car together outside of Fantasy Island, or whatever you choose to do.
I just, I don't know. Like, that's not something that I want to do. Like, that's just not something that, like, I think turns me on. Like, I don't think that that's something that
It is something I will encourage you to try by the end of this podcast. The podcast is never going to end, but
yeah, I can't.
I think you should put yourself. It'll be a fun story to talk about where you were like, so I went to X, Y, and Z.
So
what we did was bang, bang, boom, and then you're like, I will never do it again, or I'm never going to be in a relationship again. I think I encourage you to try it. I do.
Okay, so maybe this is going to answer my next question then. So I have a trip planned later this year, and I'm going for this one weekend to somewhere. I'm not going to say where. Going for this one weekend to somewhere. The weekend after it is like a pride event. Okay. And it's a pride event that historically has always been very sex. Very much like orgies in every fucking hotel around, like random whatever, like sex club, sex on the street, like all of that.
You're gonna hate it.
And I'm like, should I do it? Like, should I push myself out of my comfort zone? And I'm not forcing myself to have sex. Like, I'm not forcing myself, but put myself in the situation and like maybe like, have a couple drinks, whatever. And
no, because then you're gonna bottom again. You can't be drunk.
And maybe I'll fucking love it. Maybe I'll understand that I am truly a bottom at heart. I don't fucking know. But should I do it? Like,
yes.
So, should I try it?
My first experience was I went to Ohio, and then I met this guy. We flew up to Vancouver. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that's where you're going, because their pride is incredible. And we went to a fetish fair. And I was like so caught off guard. I was like young and stupid. I met people. I went back to hotels. Things happened. Yes, you should 100%. That was years ago though too. So it's such a different world now. But yes, I say put yourself in a position that you are still in control of, that you're uncomfortable by. Yes, 100%. Go to that Pride event, wear a weird outfit that you're so uncomfortable in, because
Yeah.
that community does not care. That's a lie. The gay community is very judgy. But if you're going to an event where you're expected to be like
It's
beefier and
it's more of like a bear and
then yes,
leather and
put yourself in the most uncomfortable outfit you've ever been in and have fun. Just have fun.
yeah.
You don't have to fuck anybody. You don't have to kiss. You don't do anything.
No.
You could just. When I went to Vancouver, people were peeing on each other on the side of the road,
That's
and I was
fucking
like,
hot.
"This is incredible. Why have I never been here before?" And every year, I'm like, "I'm gonna go back." I never do, but it was one of the most fun experiences I've ever had involving the gay community.
Yeah.
So I say, I hope it is Vancouver for you, because the food is also incredible. The people are great and they're very nice. So yeah, do what you should always do things that make you uncomfortable. That's how you grow.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. And I've always been an advocate for that. Do things that make you uncomfortable. Be comfortable being uncomfortable. Push yourself outside of your comfort
So
zone.
don't be a hypocrite.
But there's just something about it when it comes to sex.
You're not having sex. You're going to an event to have fun with a lot of gay guys. You don't have to have sex.
Right.
You should. Why not? When are you ever going to be there again? You might never be there again. You might find the love of your life. Who knows?
Right.
You don't know unless you try.
Right. All right.
I fully encourage that.
Okay.
100%.
Well, I'm gonna look into it. Maybe I will.
So your vacation is the weekend before, so you would stay for another weekend?
Mm-hmm. So I would essentially, and I would only do like half of this and half of this, like maybe like a Sunday to a Sunday. So it's like the tail end of this and like the beginning end of this or whatever. Like it wouldn't be both full weekends. It would just be like one full week.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on, prices of the airfare, prices of the hotel.
So the best time to book is a Saturday or Sunday morning before 12 p.m. But the best time to fly is a Tuesday.
Yes, I know.
Just to give you a heads up.
And domestic flights, you should book 43 days in advance.
Look at us, we're influencers. But no, do that. Maybe you will bottom more.
Yeah.
Is there a fetish type thing, or it's just like a sex fest? Do you know?
I don't. I think it is like a fetish type thing. Like I think it's like bear leather, like those types of things. But I really don't know that much about it.
I say do your research.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a great time regardless.
Yeah.
As long as you're slightly drunk or buzzed, just be aware of your drinks too, because there's roofies are out there. They are very thin,
Right.
Trust me, you don't want to be roofied. It's not cute.
I mean, I don't like. A part of me does want to be roofied a little bit. Is that weird to say?
No, because you have a very sexual. You're very Jeffrey Dahmer. You're like Jeffrey Dahmer in a way.
Oh, great.
I don't mean that like murderous ways. Like you have like a creepiness to you when it comes to sex.
That doesn't sound better. That's not making me sound any better at all.
We can edit that out. But we're not gonna. I don't know how to explain it. That was probably the wrong description, but you...
Like, I'm not... Like, if you see me in public or, my friends, immediate, whatever, I'm not, openly, sex, but, behind closed doors, I'm a lot more open-minded and... Is that what you're saying?
I don't know how to describe it, so I'm just going to stop talking about it.
Okay. Got it.
Rather than make you look bad, because that's not my intention.
Is it not?
No.
Okay.
I don't do that for anybody. People do that for themselves. I do not need to make anybody look bad. People will always make themselves look bad. And I'll sit back and be like, this drink is good. So you think you're going to bottom while you're out there? You will.
I mean, that's not my intention.
You should probably top, though, in case there is diseases and stuff. You're less likely to catch it, right, when you're a top? Which is also not fair.
Maybe I will get the pills that you take.
What, PrEP?
No. So there's this really strong antibiotic that you take within 72 hours of having sex, afterward, and it prevents you from getting gonorrhea and chlamydia.
A really strong antibiotic.
Yeah.
What? Is this a thing?
Yeah, let me look at it.
I've never in my life heard this. I know there's PrEP.
Well, funny story. Those are the pills that I found my ex with, which caused me to find out that he was cheating. But
How was it? Can you read the bottle and know that it was like the first prescription or the second prescription?
I mean, in this scenario, yeah, like there was a date on the bottle, there was whatever, like he got the prescription when we weren't together, but
He was just holding on to it.
yeah, I guess it's called doxycycline.
Oh, I know that word.
Um,
Is it meant to for that, or is it meant for something else? And Gage just found a way to use it to be hosed.
okay, so first off, it's not gays finding a reason.
Well, we're
It's
gays. That's what I'm saying.
doctors finding a reason. But no, it's used to treat lots of different things. But I've actually seen ads for it, like on Instagram, on TikTok. Like I've seen ads for this as a gay sex thing
It's
now.
interesting.
To take after that.
It just gives us more reason to be a hoe.
Like the prescription bottle specifically said, take within 72 hours of having sex to prevent, like it's a preventative drug. Like it is something that they are pushing now as well as PrEP for people who are very sexually
So is
active.
it like Plan B for gay men?
I mean, I guess you could look at it like that. Like it's to help prevent you from getting these sexually transmitted infections.
Okay.
So, I don't think that it's going to prevent you from getting anything, but it is going to prevent you from getting certain things.
That's wild.
I think it's gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. But
I know I guess all STDs are contact related, or aren't some of them fluid based? I'm very ignorant to a lot of this stuff.
I mean, it depends.
Like, don't you need open sores on a lot of this stuff to transmit it, or is that the ones that are? Well, that would be fluid too. Then, if it's an open sore, right?
Yeah, because it's semen or blood or something like that that's getting in.
Are you into blood?
Am I into blood?
Yeah, like blood is like a kink for people.
No, I'm
or
not. Or
fetish. Is that it? What's the difference again?
A kink is something that you like. A fetish is something that you require.
Got it. Do some people require blood?
I don't know. Maybe Jeffrey Dahmer does.
So, like, call me Dracula.
I don't.
That's interesting.
I don't like blood. I don't like blood in general. Like if I start bleeding, like I don't like it. So we're in something where you're having anal sex. Sometimes blood occurs. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it occurs.
Well, then you did it right.
You did it right. So it's not like, oh my god, like I can't do this because it happened, but no, I don't like blood. I'm not searching for blood.
I guess some people are. No judgment. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Are you excited to bottom on your vacation?
Am I excited? No, I'm not like looking forward to it.
Just be in control is all I ask. Don't get too drunk. Be smart.
Yeah.
Especially in an event that big.
Yeah.
Where there's like a couple of them that can be like, oh, he's sleeping. Just be careful.
Where am I sleeping?
You're passed out because you're drunk. I'm just saying.
On the side of the road?
Who knows?
Where am I
you
sleeping?
never know how drunk you're going to get.
No, I've been very, 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 very drunk before. I'm not passing out on the side of the road.
I'm just saying be careful.
Like, I'm very... Well, I appreciate your concern, but I will definitely be careful.
I've never been there either, luckily. I'm just saying. I've drank a lot, but I'm usually pretty aware of my surroundings. Except for like sometimes when you're like, how did I get home?
Except for sometimes when you like having...
We're not talking about that. I don't think that was fully alcohol related, to be completely transparent with you. But I'm never going to know, so that's why I don't need to talk about it. We can make a whole episode about it, sure. But this has nothing to do with you bottoming for the first time.
It's not the first time. It wouldn't be the first time at all. I've bottomed lots of times.
Does it get better?
Yeah.
Do you have advice for bottom? Is there something you've learned from your like minimal bottoming experience, like that will help them be better bottoms for you?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot. I think that I think it's the right headspace first and
To be a bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, knowing that that's what you want, like being ready for it, like I think that makes a big difference. Like be comfortable as well. Like I've been in multiple situations before where like I'm not comfortable in the experience, so it just takes me out of it. You know what I mean? So like, put yourself in the right headspace. I think that that's the biggest thing for anything when it comes to sex or anything in general, honestly. I think lots of lube,
Or spit.
like, well, I mean, that is a form of lube, but lube in general, lots of lube. If it is something that is hurting, use more lube.
Or you can slow down as a top. It's not always just about
You're
us
asking,
applying more lube.
you're asking me to give advice to the bottom.
I get it, but you're not thinking of it from all sides. Ask
So-
your partner to slow down.
Yes, that's where I was going.
No, you weren't. But
Yeah,
you're
I
there.
really was. Communicate and change things up if need be. So, like I said, it might, like, based off of the size or the shape of the dick, like, it might feel better one way versus the other, on your side, on your back, on your stomach. So try it different ways. That could make a difference. I think that a lot of the times I am a lazy person when it comes to sex, so I don't necessarily do this. But when you ride it, you have more control over it.
You do.
So if you're riding it, you're taking it the amount of speed that you want. Like if you want to go slow, you can go slow. If you want to go fast, you can go fast. If you have leg muscles. But I think that also makes a difference.
I tell women that all the time. Like my girlfriends and like just strangers in public, whatever.
Yeah.
They ask about like getting anal, and I was like, well, one, you can't let your husband or boyfriend control it, because especially a straight man that is so excited to try it, because they ask all the time, "Can I fuck you in the butt?" When you say yes, he's too eager and he's going to ruin you and you're going to hate it.
Right.
I said, you need to make sure he's laying on the bed, couch floor, wherever, and you're controlling it, because you can take it as slow or as quick as you want. And then
Right.
once you get it all in, you're going to realize this is incredible. I should do this more often. And one of my girlfriends actually prefers anal over vaginal sex now,
Wow.
because of my wonderful advice.
Oh, so nice.
But no, you really, even with gay guys, they get excited because like maybe they haven't had sex in a while, or like it
Right.
feels so good. They just slam it in, and then you shoot the fuck off that dick like a rocket because it hurts so bad.
Right.
Communicate, take it slow. Because trust me, once it's in, it'll be incredible.
If you are going to ride it and you don't have leg muscles, like you can't really, you don't have the stamina to do it, something good to do is like have the guy lay on like an ottoman or like bench or something like that,
So you don't.
and then you can stand
Yeah.
and ride,
Yeah.
and you don't really have to have that much.
Also, I don't like bottoms that just kind of like sit on it and wiggle. You ever had one of those?
Yeah.
That's not cute. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Like you're just literally putting all of your weight around my dick
Right.
and just wiggling. Like this
Right.
isn't cute. Maybe that's why I don't want to top. People have ruined it for me.
I mean, it can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why you have to communicate.
And then I mean, communicate afterward as well. It's not like communicate before, communicate during, communicate after. And don't just give up on it because it didn't feel good or it hurt or whatever the first time. There's other things that could take effect as well. What did you eat? Does your stomach hurt? Like, did you have dairy that day that's like giving you gas, or I don't fucking know. But like, there's other things that could make you take you out of the experience and you not enjoy it.
See, I don't think do noises take you out of the experience.
Noises?
Yeah.
Smells do.
Well, I was said noises because I was with my ex and there would be a noise, and the first thing he said was, "Now we're talking," and we'd laugh about that. We laughed about not now. We laughed about that every time we had sex and there was a noise, because we knew where each other's mind went when that noise happened.
Like
And
a
he's-
moan? Like
No,
that
it
kind
was
of
like
noise?
like air came out of my ass or his ass or whoever. I forget what was happening. And he was like, "Now we're talking." I guess because it was like it
Okay.
sounded like muffled.
Okay.
And every time it happened, like moving forward, we would just laugh about it. So I think you have to just be comfortable with what you're doing in general.
Yeah. No, I mean, it depends on the noise, I guess. Like, I get distracted easily. Like, if if I get distracted in the moment, I can be taken out for sure.
You sound horrible to have sex with.
I'm not the best to have sex with.
You're scared of it. You're often taken out of it so quickly.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm the best, but
Oh, good for you. I like the honesty.
no, my ex liked those noises as well. Like it's like when a woman queeps.
Yeah.
Or like
it's just air buildup.
It's like right. Like that turns people on. Some people like that a lot.
And then what? Do you do it harder to kind of make more noises to keep turning them on? Because
I don't know.
You said you're a pleaser, right? So if they love that noise, you just keep trying to make it happen?
I don't know. No. Because it's not something
that's
that
not
turns
you.
me on.
Exactly.
Right.
But them being turned on turns you on. So shouldn't that in turn keep you in it?
Yeah, but I find something that I also like. That also turns me on.
Got it.
Like I like slapping noises. I like moaning. Like those noises I make.
You don't want like a noise.
I mean, I don't mind it. Like I'm not going to be turned off by it.
You just said you would. You said it takes you out of the moment.
No, I didn't. I said
I thought
certain things do take me out of the moment, but not necessarily that.
Got it.
I don't know. But yeah, I think bottoming can be fun and done right.
No, it's incredible when done right. Why do you think I've done it for 36 years? I'm kidding. I was not 3 when I had sex. No, I think more people should try it. More straight couples should try it. More straight men should be pegged. Like, people just need to enjoy life. There shouldn't be anything weird around sex. There's too many stigmas and weird things around sex. With the straight couples, gay couples, lesbians, whoever.
I know lots of straight men who like their ass eaten, who like a finger up their ass when they're getting like a blowjob. Like, I know straight men that like to get pegged. Like,
we weren't created with a G spot in our ass for no reason.
Right.
There's a reason it's in there because you got to play with it. There's many guys that I would blow. Like if I'm going to town on it while I'm fingering them, it's like game over for them.
Right.
And that's how you usually get most of the straight men to turn over. I'm like, just give me 10 minutes. You'll be good. And they usually are.
I know women who have had stronger orgasms with anal sex than they have vaginal sex.
Yeah, because they're getting fucked as they're playing with their clit, right?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Gotta ask more questions. But no, like anal it's important for all relationships, whether it's a finger or not. Because I remember, I forget who I was blowing and fingering them at the same time, and they were like, I don't know what feels better, and they couldn't like focus. It had to be you. Now that I'm saying they couldn't focus.
Yeah.
So they couldn't focus on what was better, and I think it took forever for me to get them off.
Yeah.
Because it felt that good.
Right.
And then if you're stroking their dick or whatever you're doing with their dick at the same time, well, like you just keep them in that ecstasy, and that is what is important.
Right.
It's just staying essentially high on sex. And a lot of couples just do it because it's mundane, and they do it because they think it's packed out. Because they haven't explored weird options or weird things that they're into. And I think that would help every relationship last a lot longer.
I think that it's important to experiment with your partner, with somebody that you trust, with somebody that you can communicate with. I think it's very important to experiment. Try new things. Step outside of your comfort zone. Like, do it. Absolutely.
Is there anything that you want to try with your next partner?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, there's very few things that I haven't already tried. I really want, actually, there's a couple things.
There's a list.
I really want like 2 guys to suck my dick at the same time.
Like one on the balls and one on the shaft, or like what?
Just like taking turns and then like kissing each other. Like I just want to like visualize that and just feel that.
Didn't you have that?
I don't think so.
Pretty sure we did.
Yes, maybe.
We definitely did that.
Okay. Well, then.
Do you not remember him?
I want it again. I don't know. I definitely do. I actually, another thing that I want. So it's weird because like I'm like not all for the whole polyamory polygamy thing, but like a lot of my fantasies I guess are. But another thing that I want is I really want to be sandwiched. Like I want to fuck someone while someone's fucking me. Like I want that. I want that as well.
You'll get there as long as you find the right partner. Or maybe you won't. Because I think that's more of a fantasy type thing, right? That's not something you're saying you're looking for in a relationship, so I don't know that you'll get to that point.
No, yeah, I don't think that that's something that I'm necessarily looking for in a relationship, but having fun with somebody. Like maybe it's me having sex with a couple. Like maybe they're in a relationship, they have an open relationship, and it's me having sex with them. I mean, that could be it because I think I've tried and failed too many times with the threesomes in a relationship personally that I don't think that that's something that I want to do. But I mean, I guess you never know.
It's trial and error. You learned.
But I do have a lot of like fantasies that I know that I don't want to do. It's just something that's like fun to think about or fun to watch. Like it's not something that I really want to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have those?
Fantasies that I don't I like that I don't want to act on?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
So
if there was something I wanted to try, I've talked either the person I was with into, or I found someone that was open to it, or it's still on my block to do. I'm going to try everything. That's who I am. I'm very determined.
There's nothing that's like totally just like a fantasy like that you would never act on kind of thing.
Not that comes to mind now.
Is there any?
I'm sure like, there is.
Like
actually,
you know, for instance, I said earlier, like I've watched micro penis porn. Like I have no desire for that. You know what I mean? I've watched porn where it's like huge penises. Like I certainly don't want that.
I don't really watch porn for what is on the screen. Like I do porn for the sound. I don't really even use porn. I don't really bother with porn, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
If I need to come, I'm going to come, or I'm going to go come.
Right.
Like, I don't need any of that.
Right.
I want that. It's more fun when there's someone with you, but I don't need it. I'm just jealous you had sex. I need to have sex. Maybe I should go to the neighborhood.
I mean, here you are telling me, do it. Like, you're on the fucking apps. Like, you're literally on Grindr. Like, just do it.
But I don't want that. That's the thing. It's like I'm on there. I'm solely on there for people to tell me I'm pretty.
Well, you're sitting here telling me that I should do things and step out of my comfort zones, and you know.
But I'm not uncomfortable by it. I just don't want to do it.
But you just said you wanted to do it. You just said you wanted to have sex.
I do, but I don't.
Okay.
I want to come. I don't want to have sex. Let me clarify. I want to come. I don't want to have sex.
But you have been coming. You just haven't been having sex.
Correct.
But you want to have sex.
So maybe I do it. I don't. I'm not in the right mindset to have sex right.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But no, I don't want to have sex.
I get that. But so our advice from this topic, from this episode, is try things
that make you uncomfortable.
Step outside of your comfort zone. But
communicate
in a way that you're comfortable with it. So whether it be with a partner, somebody you trust, somebody that you can communicate with. Don't put yourself in positions that are unhealthy or that put you at risk.
I don't agree with that because I've been put at risk I put myself at risk multiple times and had some incredible experiences. Just be smart. Be aware of your surroundings. You can do. I'm not telling people to go out and like fuck behind dumpsters and like.
Why? That's fine.
I just don't want people to think I'm like promoting people to like go out and get hurt. I want people to be uncomfortable, have sex with strangers,
right?
Be smart.
So don't put yourself at risk. So like even for you, when you say you quiz them first, you try to catch them in lies first so that you know that you're not at a ridiculous amount of risk. You're not putting yourself in a position where you're going to get killed. You're not putting yourself in a position where you're going to get diseases. Like, There's a certain level of risk that you can take
Yeah, I guess.
without putting your health and your life at risk.
Yeah, I get it.
But
You're
have
right.
fun. But have fun, communicate, and try new things.
Lots of new things. Try things that are weird too. Look up some porn. See if there's something you want to do what they did in that porn.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's multiple people that have been influenced by porn and now think they're porn stars. And I'm like, you're not. Stop. Just stop. This is not going to work. This position is not realistic.
Yeah.
Anything else?
See you next Tuesday.
See ya. Tune in next week while we talk about some other nonsense topic. If you guys do have any topics you want to hear us talk about or questions you might have, you can go to our link tree, which the link is in our Instagram, which is raw and unsolicited.
You can email us at rawandunsolicited@gmail.com.
Go to our link tree, buy our merch, support us, laugh with us, cry with us. Hopefully we don't cry soon. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Anything else for you?
That is it. Thank you, guys.
We will see you next Tuesday.